Welcome to this training on Google Docs. More than likely, your first word processor was, or still is, Microsoft Word. Google Docs was launched in 2006 and pioneered a path for web-based word processors and still dominates the field today. In this training, you'll learn about Google Docs, giving you anywhere, anytime access to your files. Hello everyone, I'm Heather Matisse, your instructor for this course. I'm a certified Google educator and a certified Google trainer. I've spent more than 12 years in the world of learning and development, specifically focusing on instructional technology in the education and corporate spaces. I'm known for finding the most efficient way to use a tool. In this course, we will begin with creating and navigating around Google Docs. Then we will transition into text formatting with styles, fan favorite formatting tools, and advanced formatting tools. With this, we will cover how to insert images, tables, charts, videos, and drawings. In addition, we'll cover built-in productivity and project management features to streamline your work with Google Docs. This will include collaboration features, which is what really sets Google Docs above the rest. So buckle up your seatbelt and let's get started. Meet me over in the first lesson. See you there! Let's take a look at how to get started and navigate Google Docs. To begin, start from the web-based version of Google Drive. In the top left corner, select the New button, and then select the arrow beside of Google Docs. The options are Blank Document and From a Template. When selecting Blank Document, a new blank Google Doc opens in a new tab. If you select From a Template, the Template Gallery opens in a new tab. You can scroll through the available options and select a template to open it. And that's how you get started. Now let's actually go back to the web-based version of Google Drive and look at Microsoft Office files. The great news is Microsoft Office files are visible and editable in the web-based version of Google Drive and designated with a specific color, icon, and extension. These Microsoft Office files do not have to be converted to the Google Workspace version. For example, double-click to open a Microsoft Word file from Google Drive. It will look very similar to a Google Doc file with only one exception. The extension is highlighted in blue in the top left corner. This is reminding you that you are working in a Microsoft Word file through Google Docs. So this allows you to edit a Microsoft Word file online, anytime, anywhere. So this is fantastic news. So to convert a Word file to a Google Doc, you can select File, and then Save as Google Doc, which will open in a new tab. It's important to note that by doing this, you now have two versions of this file, meaning two separate files. So notice from Google Drive, you see the exact same title, but now the icon that is shown is a Google Doc versus a Microsoft Word document. That means any edits that are made in one file do not appear in the other file. They are now two separate files. So make sure you're paying a very close attention to the extension in the file name before you begin editing. Maybe consider coming up with a naming convention to designate the difference between the two files, such as original or archive or current. While we are going to focus on Google Docs in this training, if you are used to using Microsoft Word or you have a lot of Microsoft Word files, please check out Switch from Microsoft Word to Google Docs on the support.google.com webpage to learn the difference between these two but similar tools. Great. Now that we're ready, let's take a look around Google Docs. In the top left is Document Info. This is where you have the file name of your document. You can add a star or remove a star, which organizes the file in your Google Drive. You will also see options to locate or move the file with the folder icon, or view offline access with the cloud icon. Below this is the menu bar. These are your typical menus such as File, Insert, Format, etc. And below that is the toolbar. These are the formatting controls that are out and available without having to dig through the menu bar. If at any time you don't see all of the tools on the toolbar, make sure to click the three-dot menu on the end to expand all toolbar options. This toolbar is dynamic, meaning it will change as you select different objects, such as images or tables. Over in the right corner is the Share or Collaboration menu. This includes, from left to right, History, All Comments, Google Meet, and the Share button. We covered all of our items above the document. Now let's look at the document, which takes up the main center of the screen. On the left-hand side is the document outline. Click to hide or reveal the outline, which is auto-generated using styles. There is one last place settings and tools are hiding, and that's the right-click menu. Options will change based on what is selected when you right-click. And that's it for navigating your way around Google Docs. Meet me over in the next lesson. See you there! Let's take a look at basic editing and formatting in Google Docs. Start by adding some text to your document, which is best if it includes several sections of content. Now, when it comes to formatting, most people jump straight to the toolbar and manually adjust font, size, bold, italics, underline, font color, and highlight. However, in Google Docs, there's a very secret weapon that offers a smarter way to format your text compared to manual formatting, and it's called styles. Styles in Google Docs will save you so much time. It will create consistency within a document, and it improves your document structure and accessibility. Let's use styles. First, highlight the title of your document. Select Styles on the toolbar and select Title. Now, we're going to come back and customize the formatting soon, so let's wait for that. Now, go down to a section, highlight that section title, and select Styles, and then select Heading 1. Repeat this process until you have all major section titles updated. Once that is done, find any sections that have subsections. This time, highlight the subsection title, select Styles, and this time you're going to select Heading 2. Again, repeat this throughout the whole document. Okay, now let's pause. On the left-hand side, reveal the document outline if it's not already visible. Notice how the styles coordinate with the document outline. Select a heading in the outline to jump to that section of the document. This can be helpful, especially in large documents. In addition, this also improves document accessibility by creating text hierarchy, which is vital for screen readers, and it really ensures that your document is ADA compliant and inclusive for those with disabilities. Great! Now let's customize the styles that were put into place. Pick any one of the section headings that you added, for example, Heading 1. Highlight the section heading text, and along the toolbar, adjust the formatting, such as the font size, and the color. To change all other Heading 1 styles, with the text still highlighted, select Styles, select the style, so in this case Heading 1, and then select Update Heading 1 to match. Now, as you scroll through the document, you will find all other titles with Heading 1 style have the same formatting. How quick and easy was that? So let's repeat that for your other styles in the document to create a customized or branded format for your document. That's so quick and easy, especially if formatting or branding was to change mid-project or when you're working with a very large document that needs formatting updates. And that's it for styles in Google Docs. Meet me over in the next lesson. See you there. Let's take a look at some fan-favorite formatting tools on the toolbar in Google Docs. Before we begin, remember, if you don't see all items on the toolbar, select the three-dot menu at the end to reveal the full toolbar. Now that we're all set, first on the list is Paint Format, located on the left side of the toolbar and shaped like a paint roller. Paint Format lets you quickly copy formatting from one piece of text to another. Simply highlight the formatted text that you do like, click the Paint Format icon, and then click or highlight the text you want to match that formatting, Watch how quickly and easily that formatting was applied. This is a time saver for applying consistent styles throughout your document, especially when you have specific formatting or branding preferences. Now, on the right side of the toolbar, traditional formatting tools are included, such as alignment, line and paragraph spacing, which includes a custom spacing option. There's also bulleted and numbered lists, and when using those lists, there are decrease and increase indent tools. Let's actually circle back to a special tool in Google Docs called Checklist. Use the drop-down arrow beside of Checklist called the Checklist menu, and pick an option. The items can be marked out when checked or not. Select one or the other and notice that what is added to the document looks a lot like a bulleted list. Add items to this checklist. Now, you or collaborators can check off the boxes. This is great for an action item list created during a meeting. Maybe it's for personal to-do lists, for project management, and so much more. Just find what works best for you. There is one more item on the toolbar at the very end called Clear Formatting. Oftentimes, when you copy and paste in text from an external source, the external format is included and doesn't really match your document format. Instead of adjusting that format manually, highlight that text that you pasted in from an external source, and then select Clear Formatting from the toolbar. Look how fast that is. This tool removes the existing formatting and resets it to the document formatting. And that's it for the fan favorite formatting tools in Google Docs. Meet me over the next lesson. See you there. Let's take a look at some advanced formatting tools tucked away in the menu bar of Google Docs. Let's look at headers and footers. In Google Docs, these are designated areas at the top and the bottom margins of each page, respectively. You can insert text, page numbers, or images in these sections. Headers and footers are ideal for adding recurring information like document titles, author names, maybe it's logos, or page numbers, keeping them consistent throughout your entire document. So, to add or edit a header or footer, one option is to select the Insert menu, and then select Headers and Footers, and select an option that is provided. The other option is to double-click in the header or footer area. A line will appear across the screen, essentially cutting off the document and turning on the header or footer so that you can edit it. For both the header and the footer, an Options menu is available. For a header, this includes header format, page numbers, and remove header. For a footer, the options are similar. On the very first page only, a different first page button is available, allowing the title page to be different from all other pages of the document. Inserting and formatting content in the header and footer is the same as inserting and formatting content in the main body of the document. A great feature in Google Docs is Find and Replace, which is also a popular feature found in other word processors. You can select the Edit menu and then select Find and Replace. A pop-up menu appears. You can type in the text to find, type in the text that it should be replaced with, and then using the options below, you can select things such as Match Case, Use Regular Expression, and Ignore Diacritics. Once you are ready, use the buttons along the bottom, such as Replace, Replace All, Previous, and Next. This Google Doc feature is a powerful tool for making quick and consistent text edits throughout your document. It is useful for fixing typos, applying terminology changes, and so much more. Let's look at the built-in table of contents in Google Docs. The purpose of a table of contents in Google Docs is mainly to provide quick access to areas of the document. With the table of contents, a visual is provided, similar to the built-in document outline, except it has the ability to add page numbers. First, you must utilize styles throughout the document for designating and formatting titles, headings, and subheadings. You know the document is set up correctly when the document outline on the left indicates the correct flow and hierarchy in the document. Next, place your cursor where you would like to add a table of contents, such as the first or second page of the document. Select the Insert menu, select Table of Contents, and select an option, which includes plain text, dotted, or links. Pick one. The great news is you can easily change this and customize this if you change your mind. The Table of Contents is added based on document headings, sections, and page numbers. If something in the document changes, you can click the refresh icon to update the Table of Contents. Another option is to select the three-dot menu to view more options. Select More Options and a side panel appears. From here, change the type of table of contents. Both plain text and dotted are ideal for documents that will be printed. Now, if the document will be available digitally, select Links. Use the options below to turn on or off things such as Show Page Numbers and Show Tab Leaders, which also includes style options in that drop-down menu. The Heading Levels menu allows you to select headings that are included in the table of contents. With the Links option selected for a table of contents, you can select a single item. Use the Copy Link icon to copy the link to that specific section of the document. Then post the link externally, as in by email, on a website, other documents, maybe it's a Google chat, and so much more. This will help others jump straight to the relevant section of the document and help prevent any confusion. Awesome, and that's it for advanced formatting tools in Google Docs. Meet me over the next lesson. See you there. Let's take a look at how to insert and work with images in Google Docs. First, there is more than one way to insert an image. One option is to select the Insert menu and then select Image, and a list of options will be given. An alternative is to select the image icon from the toolbar and the same list of options is given. So let's go through them. The first option is Upload from Computer. Now that's a standard process that you're used to with other tools that you've used before. The exact process can vary by device, so we will not get into specifics with that one, but do know that it is there as an option. The next option below is Search the Web. A side panel opens that says Search in Google Images. Type in a search term in the search box at the top. In this case, I am looking for a tree. From the options given, simply click on an image and then click Insert at the bottom. Note, be careful because wherever your cursor is where your image is about to go. And there you go. We'll come back to editing and formatting images, so hold tight on that. Let's go back to the toolbar, select the Insert Image icon, this time select Drive. You can search and select the image you are looking for. You can select Insert along the bottom to insert the image, but another option is to drag and drop the image. As you do this, notice that behind the image using the blue cursor is moving. That indicates where the image will be dropped. When it's in position, let go, and there you have it, an image added from your Google Drive. Back to the toolbar, let's select the Insert Image icon again. The next option is Photos, as in Google Photos. If your images are in Google Photos instead of Google Drive, you're going to want to select this option. The same process applies as it did for Google Drive. The next option for inserting an image is by URL. This option is available but not commonly used. When selected, a window appears where you can paste in a link. It's extremely important that you only select images that you have the license to use and not just anything you found online. Now back to the toolbar again, select the Insert Image icon, and let's look at the last option, Camera. Depending on your device, you may need to allow or adjust settings for this to work. Use the camera icon to take a picture. Great. Now, pick any option and get at least one image added to your document. Let's take a look at formatting images in your document. When you click on an image, it is surrounded by blue squares. Click and drag a square to resize the image. One of these is not like the other. It's a circle. The circle allows you to rotate your image. When you click on an image, you have other icons down along the bottom. These allow you to adjust the position or relationship that the image has with text. Your options are inline, wrap text, break text, behind text, and in front of text. The three-dot menu reveals additional options. Notice one of which is all image options. When selecting all image options, a side panel opens. Notice the first two, size and rotation, and the one below that, text wrapping, are more advanced settings from the ones that we just looked at with the blue squares and the icons below the image. So use these as needed. Position is the next category, but it can be grayed out when inline is selected. When selecting one of the other four options, not only does position appear in this menu on the right-hand side, notice the options such as margin and movement appear on that mini image toolbar. So adjust these settings from either location as needed. Next up is an option to recolor. Select a color from the drop-down menu. And below this is adjustments, which is also editing the image appearance. Finally, at the bottom is alt text. Add a short description for those that are visually impaired and rely on screen readers, making your document accessible and ADA compliant. Now, before you pack up, we're not done. That's right, there's so much more. So click on the image and notice the toolbar along the top changes. First, the image options is the side panel that was open before. Replace image is just that, with the same insert image options that we explored before. In Google Docs, you also can add or adjust border color, the border weight, and border dash, which just means border style. Looking good. Now, don't bypass the tool in the middle, crop image. Another way to access this is by double-clicking on an image. Use the black lines that appear to crop the image to the size that is needed. This doesn't distort the image, it just crops it. Great job, and that's it for inserting and formatting images in Google Docs. Meet me over the next lesson. See you there. Let's take a look at inserting tables and charts in Google Docs. First, find a space in your document to insert a table. Along the top menu bar, you can select Insert and go down to Table and a menu appears. One option is Table Templates. These are the same as building blocks because they are tables. Looking back at Table, the other option is to pick a table size, which is shown with the blue blocks as well as the dimensions below. Click once and the table is created. Type in some text in your table. Notice that as you move the cursor around the different menu options that are popping up following your cursor. When moving around the first column, row options appear on the left. Use the 6-dot icon to move an entire row. There is a pin icon to pin rows, which we'll come back to, and last is the plus icon to insert one row below your current position. Now go to the top row and this time select the pin icon to pin the header row. Let's look at why this is useful, so make sure you have some text in the table to play with. Remember, the top is considered our header. This is because it's pinned. As you hover over the cells on the top row, a column menu is shown. Again, you can use the 6-dot icon to move and reorder your columns. The second icon is a sort table. And the third icon, similar to the row menu, is a plus icon, and that is to add a column to the right of your current location. Let's go all the way back to the first column, first row, and select the sort table icon. You can select ascending or descending. In my case, I will select ascending, and notice what happens. 1, the header row remained in place. Why? Because it was pinned. 2, the first column is sorted. And 3, all other data, the whole table, was also sorted so that the content on each row stays together. How awesome is that? So make sure your headers are pinned so that they are in place when sorting. Now let's get into formatting tables. Notice that when clicking inside of a table, the toolbar changes slightly with a few extra items at the end. In particular, select Table Options. This opens a side panel. From here, you can adjust positioning with quick layouts, which may feel similar to the positioning of images. The table menu includes Style and Wrap, just like with images, and you can even adjust margins from document text, position, and the table position relative to the top left of page. The column menu allows you to set a specific column width, where row is similar with defining a minimum row height, selecting how many pinned header rows are in the table, and allowing row overflow. The cell menu includes both alignment and padding. Color includes a table border color and size or thickness of that border. The other option is to change cell background color. Speaking of color, another option is to select one or more cells in a table and use the toolbar. This includes changing the cell background color, the border color, the border width, and the border dash, which just means border style. And here that is in action. Select one or more cells, set a background color, select a line color, select how thick that line is, and change the style. And there you go. Back to our table, you can also select a single border line on the table. To select multiple border lines, hold down Shift on your keyboard as you click. Notice that when a border line is selected, the formatting toolbar is different. The options include border color, border width, and border dash, aka style. Here that is in action. You're selecting a color, change the thickness, change the style, and there you go. Okay, now we're not done. That's right, there's more. If you have a table in Google Sheets, you can highlight the table, copy it, come back to your Google Doc, paste it, and a pop-up menu appears. The options include Link to Spreadsheet or Paste Unlinked. Let's leave it set to Link to Spreadsheet and click Paste. First of all, notice that the formatting from Google Sheet is incorporated and brought over as well. Now the really great part is that you can open your Google Sheet and update or change the data in that table. Back over in Google Doc, a refresh icon has appeared, indicating that the linked table has been changed in Sheets. So you can click that refresh icon and then select Update, and there you go. Now the same is true for charts. You can copy and paste a chart from Google Sheets and watch for the refresh icon when data has been changed or updated. Really, the only difference here is that a chart is treated like an image, so those formatting options for images apply here for charts. When a table is linked, a special menu appears along the top. You can select the three-dot menu. The options include Open Source, Unlink, and then Linked Objects, which will open a side panel and reveal all linked objects. You can use the refresh button at the top to refresh all linked objects in the document. And that's it for tables and charts in Google Docs. Meet me over the next lesson. See you there. Let's take a look at how to insert drawings and YouTube videos into Google Docs. Google Drawings is a standalone blank canvas or diagramming tool. It can be accessed from the web-based version of Google Drive by selecting the New button in the top left corner, select More, and then select Google Drawings. This tool allows you to create and edit flowcharts, organizational charts, maybe it's a mind map, and other visual aids. You can insert shapes, lines, text, and images, and you can collaborate with others on the drawings in real time. It is a versatile tool, and the great news is it integrates with Google Docs, so that's what we're going to focus on. From Google Docs, select Insert, and then select Drawing. The options include a new drawing, meaning Google Drawings, or from Drive. Select from Drive. Find and select the Google drawing you would like to add and click Insert in the bottom right corner. Similar to inserting tables and charts in Google Docs, a pop-up window will appear with options that include Link to Source or Insert Unlinked. Select Link to Source and select Insert in the bottom right corner. And there you go. Now click on the Google drawing that was inserted. Notice that in Google Docs it is treated as an image, so that means all formatting tools and options apply. Not only that, it acts like a linked object, so with the same menu options as linked tables and charts. This is great for creating custom flowcharts or visual aids to add to your Google Doc. Back to the Insert menu, select Drawing, and then select New. A Google Drawings window appears, but note that the toolbar is different from the full standalone Google Drawings toolbar. Most of the tools and formatting options are still available, so you can still create content if you're familiar with Google Drawings. And when you're done, you click Save and Close. Again, notice that the Google drawing is inserted as an image. However, there is one unique thing that was added. Notice the Edit button is now included below the image, allowing you to make adjustments and changes to this visual aid. Another option is double-clicking on the Google Drawing image. This too will take you back to the Google Drawing editor, allowing you to make edits. Of course, when you're done, select Save and Close to return to the Google Doc. And that's the Google Drawings integration with Google Docs. Let's take a look at YouTube videos in Google Docs. From a Google Doc, select the Insert menu, and I want you to notice that the items that are listed here do not include video. However, there is a built-in feature for YouTube video links that are added to Google Docs. So to start, grab a link to a video from YouTube and paste it into a Google Doc. Give it a second and wait for a note to pop up that says Tab to replace with, followed by the YouTube logo and the video title. When that appears, do just that. Press the Tab key on your keyboard. So, what does that look like? A smart chip, of course. So, great. Now, when a user hovers over the smart chip for YouTube videos, a preview will appear. Click on the title in blue to open the video in a new tab. Along the right, you can use the Copy Link button to do just that, copy the video link. Here's where it gets fun. Select the Open Preview along the bottom right of the video to open it and watch it from Google Docs. How cool is that? So from here, you can resize the video by using the dots in the top left corner of the video, make it as large or as small as you need it to be, and then in the top right corner is the Copy Link button, and beside of that is the Open in a New Tab button. You can also click on the white space on the top bar to minimize the video, which is very similar to minimizing emails in Gmail. You can click on the minimized video to open it back up, and then use the X in the top right corner to close the video, which is a pretty great integration, right? Awesome. So that's it for Google Drawings and YouTube videos and Google Docs. Meet me over in the next lesson. See you there. Let's take a look at some advanced built-in features that help improve productivity and support project management. First up is building blocks. Building blocks in Google Docs are like templates to give you a quick start, saving you time, ensuring consistency, and allowing for better collaboration with others. There is more than one way to start a building block. One option is to click the Insert menu, select Building Blocks, and then select the desired block. An alternative option is to type @ followed by the building block name and then select it from the list that is given. For example, you can type in draft to create an email draft. This allows you to create an email for Gmail in Google Docs, which is great when others must contribute, review, or even approve an email before it is sent out. You can fill out as you would an email, and when you're done, select the Gmail icon. A draft is created in Gmail, and then you can send it. Awesome! The other building blocks include meeting notes. This is tied to your calendar, so if others are on the event, they will automatically be listed. Space is provided for taking notes, and a checklist is started for action items. And when completed, you can use the mail icon to email the meeting notes. The other building blocks include project roadmap, review tracker, project assets, and launch content tracker. These are all tables and function as such, so manipulate these to fit your needs. Also, notice that these include interactive smart chips and drop-downs, so let's explore those a little bit more. The status column of the product roadmap building block includes drop-downs. These are interactive menus that allow the user to select predefined options within the document. They offer a very convenient way to present choices, and it really helps improve data entry efficiency, especially when there are multiple people that need to access and edit the document. So think of this as a spreadsheet feature, but now available in Google Docs. Drop-downs are also available from the Insert menu, or, as we looked at before, type @ followed by the word drop-down and select from the menu. The options include New Drop-down, a set of drop-downs already found in the document, or Preset drop-downs. When selecting New Drop-down, a pop-up appears. Give the drop-down a title, fill in the options, selecting a color on the left if you need to. Also on the left, you can use the 6-dot icon to move and reorder the drop-down options. Use the trash can to remove an option, or select the plus new option button at the bottom to add more. When you're done, click Save. Users will select the drop-down to select an option. At any time, you can select Add Edit Options to adjust the drop-down menu. The other items built into these building blocks are called Smart Chips. So from the Insert menu, you can select Smart Chips. There are currently 5 available, which include Date, People, File, Calendar Event, and Place. The last option is Placeholder Chips, which is what you'll see in these building blocks. And I bet you guessed it, the other option is to type @ followed by the Smart Chip name such as Date, and select from the options given. So let's explore all 5 of these. Here we have an example of a date smart chip. The date and the time is displayed as a gray smart chip. When you hover, settings appear to adjust the date as needed. For a people smart chip, a person's name appears as a gray smart chip. On hover, their Google contact card appears. For the file smart chip, the full file name is displayed as a gray smart chip. On hover, a preview of the document is shown along with a copy link button in the top right corner. You can click on the blue file name to open the document in a new tab. For the calendar event smart chip, a calendar icon with the full name of the calendar event is displayed in a gray smart chip. On hover, additional event details are shown with things such as attachments and links when applicable. Again, there's a copy link button in the top right corner, and you can click on the blue event name to open Google Calendar in a new tab. And finally, for the Places Smart Chip, a map icon with the location name is displayed in a gray smart chip. On hover, a map preview is given with a copy link and direct Google Map access when clicking on the blue title. Great. Now, with a combination of building blocks, drop-down menus, and smart chips, hopefully you'll increase productivity and efficiency in collaborating with others on projects. There is one more thing in Google Docs you may need, and that's a watermark. So from the Insert menu, select Watermark and choose between a text watermark or an image watermark in the side panel that opened. So for example, you can select text and then at the top type in the word such as draft. Use the options here to customize the formatting and placement, and then click Done to apply the watermark to all pages of your document. Awesome job! That is it for productivity and project management features in Google Docs. Meet me over the next lesson. See you there! Let's take a look at the built-in tools available in Google Docs. To begin, click on the Tools menu along the top. Read through all of the options that are available here. Let's take a close look at a few fan favorites. First up is spelling and grammar. From the menu that appears are typical options that can be turned on or off. One unique option is the personal dictionary. Click on it to open it. From here you can add specific words or names or acronyms that you know are unique to your line of work and that often get caught up in the spell checker. Back to the Tools menu, select Word Count. Now this does display page count, word count, character count, and characters excluding spaces. If preferred, you can click the button to turn on Display Word Count while typing. And when you're done, select OK. Back to the Tools menu, those of you with multiple versions of a document, hold onto your seatbelts for this amazing trick. Select Compare Documents. A pop-up window appears. Click My Drive and select a file to compare, such as a previous version or the draft version of the file you're currently in. Use the options at the bottom to include comments or not, and when you're ready, select Compare. It may take a minute or two. When it's done, a comparison document opens in a new tab, and notice that the comparisons look like suggesting mode, which allows you to see the track changes made to the document. How helpful is that? Back to the Tools menu, let's look at two more fan favorites. Select Translate Document. A pop-up window appears and you can adjust the document title to your preferences and select a language from the drop-down menu. Select Translate and a new tab will open with the original document but translated to the new target language. It's like Google Translate but built right into Google Docs. Now back to the Tools menu, our last fan favorite is voice typing. When selected, a gray microphone appears. You can select a language from the drop-down menu, and when you're ready to voice type, click the microphone. It turns red and types text as you speak. When you're done, you can click the microphone again. Gray means it's off and waiting, and red means it is on and typing out the text. So that covers some fan favorite tools. Make sure to spend some time exploring the other options that were listed in that menu. One advanced feature included in most Google Workspace tools is add-ons and extensions. So from Google Docs, select Extensions and then select Add-ons. If any add-ons have been added to your account, they will appear here. To get more add-ons, select Get Add-ons. The Google Workspace Marketplace will open in a pop-up window, and from here you can search, find, select, and install an add-on. Some add-ons may or may not be allowed if you have a work or school account under a managed domain, so please contact the appropriate department or individual person for assistance with add-ons. And that's it for tools and extensions in Google Docs. Meet me over the next lesson. See you there. Let's take a look at collaboration features in Google Docs, many of which are similar to other Google tools, but there are a few special things to point out. First, click Share in the top right corner. At the top of the Share window, you can give specific people, entire groups, or even calendar events access to the Google Doc. Below that is a list of people with current access. At the bottom, you can give general access. For education and business users, you can turn on access for your whole domain. And everyone, regardless of account type, can turn on public access called Anyone with the Link. This allows anyone to see the document if they have the link. Now, when sharing files, there are three types of access levels. Editor, which means people can edit, comment, and share the file. A commenter, people can comment, but they cannot edit or share the file. And then you have viewers. These people can access the file, but they cannot edit, comment, or share it. All of that said, clicking the Settings gear reveals additional options. You can turn off the ability for editors to change permission and share the file. You can also turn off the ability for viewers and commenters to download, print, and copy the file. So by default, these are on, so turn them off when needed. Let's look at a special share trick. Use the arrow beside of Share and click Copy Link. open a new tab and paste in the link, but don't press enter. At the end of the URL, look for the word edit and erase everything up to the slash. Type in the word copy and press enter. This URL trick creates a forced copy link that can be shared with others. This is great when keeping your original file intact and allowing others to grab their own copy. Maybe it's to edit it or to take their own notes. Next, let's look at commenting. Google Documents offer a versatile commenting system to facilitate discussions and feedback within your documents. In Google Docs, comments can be placed on text. So first, highlight text, which can include a few words, maybe a few sentences, or even paragraphs. And then select the Add Comment button and a comment box appears. Another option could have been to right-click on the highlighted text and then select Comment. Either way, once you open a comment, type your message. If the comment requires someone's attention, tag them. To tag people within the comment, type @ followed by the person's email address and select their name from the list. You can tag more than one person at a time. This notifies the person by email as well as appears in the activity section of Google Drive. Therefore, a good rule of thumb is when in doubt, tag people. When tagging someone, an optional checkbox for Assign To appears. Tick it and click Assign to notify them, which also works really well with Activity section of Google Drive. You and others can reply to comments. Use replies to engage in discussions, provide additional information, or propose solutions. Click on the comment to open it, type your reply in the designated box, and click Reply. Anyone that was tagged in the initial comment and the person that posted the comment will be notified. Notice you can also use emojis for reactions. Click on the smiley face icon next to the comment to access the emoji menu and choose the one you want. This adds a touch of informality and it can be used to give a quick approval like a thumbs up. To resolve comments, click the check mark. Make sure to use this when an issue is raised in a comment and it's been addressed or the discussion is complete. This removes it from the active comment list, but it can still be accessed through all comment history. It also helps clear up the activity section of Google Drive for all users. Speaking of the comment window, select Show All Comments in the top right corner to open the comment side window. From here, you can view all comments. When a document is full of comments, utilize the For You tab to see only comments you are tagged in or assigned. Alright, so along the top we covered Share and See All Comments. Beside of this is Version History. From the side panel that opens, scroll down through the list of versions. You can click on a version to view it. You can also view the track changes by color and collaborator on the left. To take an action on a specific version, select the three-dot menu. The options include Restore this version, Name this version, and Make a copy. Naming versions is great for a document that goes through different stages, like brainstorming, draft, and then final, or for a document that has had versions over the years, such as version 1, version 2, or version 2023, version 2024. If named versions are utilized, you can use the filter at the top to switch from all versions to named versions. This helps you quickly navigate to the version history of the document. And an added bonus, this allows you to have one file with all of the versions as opposed to accumulating multiple versions of the same file. One special collaboration feature available in Google is Suggesting Mode. In the top right corner of the toolbar, select the pencil icon to switch from Editing Mode to Suggesting Mode. Then, make edits to the document. So this allows users to propose edits to a document without directly changing the original content. This allows collaborators to review suggestions, add comments, and then accept or reject them before they become permanent changes, which is promoting a collaborative editing experience. If multiple people utilize suggesting mode, their proposed edits will be a different color, while yours will always be green. And that's it for collaboration in Google Docs. Meet me in the next lesson. See you there. Hi everyone! For exercise 1, your task is to create a Google Doc that incorporates at least 3 features covered in this course. So for example, pick from the following. You can use styles to format your text, add headers and/or footers, add content such as images, tables, charts, drawings, or a table of contents, and/or incorporate building blocks, drop-downs, and/or smart chips. So pause the video and take your time working through this task. When you're ready, press play to see the solution worked out. So how did you do? Let's take a look. First, let's add styles to these headings. Highlight the text, select Styles from the toolbar, and select an option from the menu. Repeat until all headings and subheadings are updated in the document. Now, double-click in the footer area of the document. Add any information here, such as the date the document was last updated, logos, etc. Select Options to select page numbers. Set your preferences and click Apply. Another option is to add a table of contents. You can select Insert, select Table of Contents, and select an option. And there you go. It's based off of those styles on headings that we did before. Now that is 3 options, but let's cover some more. So for example, adding images. Use the image icon on the toolbar and select Search the Web. Type in your search term, select an image, and then select Insert. Use the toolbar to format as desired. We also covered adding tables, which does include copying and pasting from Google Sheets. In this case, select Insert, select Table, and then pick a size. You can fill in the content and format as desired. Another option is to add building blocks. So from your Insert menu, select Building Blocks and pick an option that is provided, customized to your needs. In those building blocks, you'll find drop-down menus and smart chips. So to add your own drop-down menus, select Insert and then select Drop-down. Create your own or select from the options provided. And smart chips are also in the Insert menu. You can select from the options that are available, such as File. And then you can search and select your file that you would like to add. And there you go! So how did you do? I'm sure you did a great job. Meet me over the next lesson as we continue on our journey with Google Docs. Great job! Congratulations on making it through all of the lessons. What a journey it has been. So take a moment to think back to where you started and where you are now with all of the Google Doc tips and tricks under your belt. In this course, you learned how to create and navigate around Google Docs, even when using existing Microsoft Word documents. Don't forget the importance of using styles to format text, such as titles and headings, in your documents. It serves many purposes, from the document outline to the table of contents to accessibility and ADA compliance, not to mention the amount of time it saves you. You now have a set of formatting tools under your belt. You also know how to insert and format images, tables, charts, videos, and drawings to create dynamic documents. To help increase productivity, utilize the built-in tools such as building blocks, smart chips, drop-down menus, and more that you learned. Last but not least, don't forget to utilize the collaboration features to streamline communication with colleagues, such as the comments and suggesting mode. And that's it! Can you believe it? You did a great job! Once again, my name is Heather Matisse. I'm so happy to have been your instructor. Thank you for being on this journey with me. Congratulations!